Wow, I'm so happy because everything I learn now is special for me because I have a special coach. Every single person come here to help me put in your heart, and I'm happy because every single day I learn the different techniques, and I'm lucky. I'm so lucky.
What can you tell me about your experience boxing?
Well, I practiced boxing for many, many years ago, and I fight amateur and two professional, but not at the same level. And I think this is a good challenge for my mind, you know. And I'm preparing my body, preparing my mind for do my best, because for me is more important now is when I go to this fight, do my best for respect the people make the box the great sport in the world, and I need to do my best because boxing is very traditional sport, and a lot of people working hard die for make this sport special, and I can go inside the ring and don't do my best. When you train boxing, is different. You need to think about your legs, think about your hands, the movements, And MMA is different because you have the different techniques, different options, but it's completely different sports. Of course, MMA is hard, but in my opinion, box is very hard too.
Why did you take this challenge? This very high level challenge.
Wow. In my entire life, I just take challenge and try to change everything inside my heart, inside my mind. And this is the new challenge for me. I don't have nothing to prove for anybody. I just doing something because I love, That's I make a lot of successful in my life in the sport because I never think about money. I never think about become famous, only because I love. And that's I continue doing my job.
Are you going to this exhibition fight to win or to give a great fight?
Absolutely, I go to win. I train for win. Of course, fight is fight, but I train for win. The people need to respect Chavez Jr. because he's a talent, good boxer, and the people need respect. Every single person have your personal problems, and I think I need to take my focus for the fight, and that's it. I'm very exciting, and I have a couple friends in Mexico, and the guy say, "Oh, you come?" I say, "Yes, I go." And the guy say, "Oh, thank you, God, you come. You never come here for visit us." And now I go. I'm very lucky. I need to say thank you, God, every single day.
One last one for me. I was there when next to the cage when you got injured, and when I saw Chris Wyman's injury,
Wow.
it was awful. Can you tell me just a little bit of what went through your mind when you saw that?
I feel the same pain, and I back to when I remember everything happened to me, and I feel sad. Of course, is Chris go back fast, and come back to fight very soon. But right now, it's time to Chris. Take your time, it's low, for recover your leg, recover your body. And I pray for Chris back very soon, because he's a good talent, he's a good man. So I think this has happened, because the sports is hard, but it's time to stay close with your family and take your time. Take your time, don't try to do nothing fast, because that's is the only one I think Chris go take right now and use it for recover your body and your leg too. I'm so happy because the life is so special, and special for me because when I come to the gym every single day and I learn the different techniques and I look my friends, my partner training, and little Nico training, and coach Nico come to help me. My coach Doria trained me for many, many years, and it come to help me. I feel comfortable and very lucky because every single day I saw something new and I feel more happy, and I try to enjoy every single moment I have with my team.
Do you feel like you're representing MMA in the boxing ring?
No, definitely not. I just go to fight boxing because that's I talked to my coach Doria for many, many years, and for many, many years I talk about fight with Roy Jones Jr., but this has not happened. And I love boxing, and I go do this because I love, because it's a good challenge for my mind, for my body, and because I learn everything new and I'm so happy.
Hey, Anderson, in MMA, your nickname is the Spider. Because we know YOLO. What's your nickname in boxing?
Spider?
Do you think you're going for the knockout or decision?
That's a hard question. I don't know.
We recently found out that Dana White, he blocked George St. Pierre from fighting Oscar De La Hoya in a boxing match. Are you aware of this?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I think no makes sense, especially because George doing a lot for the sport, especially for UFC. And why you hold the guy? This no make sense, First of all, I think when you do your job, especially fight, in the level me and George do it, the people need your respect, And George working hard for make a lot of things for UFC, and no make sense. Dana White hold George St. Pierre, I have my personal opinion about Dana, and I'm not anymore in UFC. I don't like to talk about UFC because everything I do inside UFC is done for me. I do my best. I put in my heart in the company, but now is the page in my life is done.
What do you feel, though, would be the difference between you and George that he would give the blessing for George to pursue his boxing?
George is a fighter. You can't hold the fighter. It's the same you take the lion in the jungle and put inside the cage. The lion will die. You can't do that. Nobody can do that. It not make sense. This is terrible, completely terrible.
Do you think you could give Oscar a challenge at this point?
Of course. Listen, in boxing world is completely different from MMA. And Oscar De La Hoya and the many legends in this sport, the people need respect, And that's I talk to my friends every single day. I working hard for respect this sport. I'm win or not, that's the next step, that's the next situation. But right now, I need you to respect the sport. Training hard and do my best inside the ring, And the people need to respect the legends,
Just what do you think has to change in the UFC that maybe you would like to see change to maybe get that more respect for the fighter?
In UFC,
just MMA, UFC in general.
I can't talk about that. I can't talk. UFC is the page. It's done my life, And I'm happy because everything I do in UFC and the whole contract, everything is clean, and I don't have nothing for talking about UFC. So Amanda is my physical trainer. Try to kill me every day.
I do it.
And Coach Dora is my boxing coach for many, many years. And Coach Nico helped me a lot to learn the different techniques in boxing. And my angel, Coach Sergio. This is my team. This is the people who help me. And I have my partners training. Little Nico, come here, buddy. Come here. Where's Eliezer?
Yes, sir.
Little Nico helped me a lot. This is a very good talent boy, you know? And this is the bad guy here. You know, let me tell you something, guys. 3 days ago, I stayed training with this guy and say, okay, let's go do sparring. Okay. And start, and what this guy doing? Kick my face. Okay.
Why'd you do that?
Okay, why do you? It's boxing. It's not kicking. Say, oh, I'm sorry. I say, okay, I'm sorry, but you kicked my face.
Hey, you're lucky he's a nice guy. Somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, champion. I'm so sorry.
It's fine, buddy. It's fine. Yeah, this is my team. This is the people help me a lot. It's not my team. It's my family, you know. And every single person here putting your heart for make this moment very special and do a special show for everybody in Mexico. Every single fight, you have the different experience. And the people think because the last fight to Chavez Jr. is bad, it's come bad in that. No, because sometimes you good, sometimes you're not, and the people need respect. You know, the people don't think judge. You know, it's easy. I'm judge you, you judge me, but you don't go inside. You don't go fight. Why you go judge me? Why you go judge every single person? You can't do this for anybody, especially fighters. You know, and I think is a great fighter, is a great talent, and have a huge name, and the people need respect.
Do you think you have to bring him the fight, or do you want to show the world that you can really box?
I go show for world and for box community how much I training hard for doing my best.
So what happens if you beat Junior? Have you thought about what comes next? Like, do you want to keep boxing?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah? Do you like the idea of that? Like, does it sound...
Let's go see this fight. Probably. Let's go see.
One fight at a time, right?
Yeah.
What did they say in Brazil about this fight? Are they going crazy?
A lot of people ask me about that. And a lot of people, my friends especially, you crazy? I say, yeah, I'm crazy. Yeah.
Anderson, I know off topic, but do you want to give us your thoughts on John Jones' move to the heavyweight division and possibly facing Francis and Ghana?
Wow. It's tough for me talking about John Jones because he's my friend, and I think UFC and me putting John Jones back fight, you know, because he's a huge talent and the only one big guy have a big name in UFC right now.
Do you like his chances against Francis?
Of course have. Of course.
What do you like about it in terms of stylistically the matchup?
Well, in my opinion, John Jones have more skills and more weapons to win this fight.
Moving up in weight?
Well, it's hard to me to talking about MMA right now because I don't watch anymore. You know, for many years I don't watch.
Why?
Because this is the part of my life is done. You know, I watch boxing, I watch jiu-jitsu tournament, gi, no gi, but I don't watch anymore MMA.
What's the last boxing fight you watched?
Canelo.
Ah, what did you think of that fight?
Amazing. Canelo is completely different. Canelo training hard every day. You have an amazing team and never stop training. And that's more important because you need to make your dreams inside your sport and make every single day you pass for different situation for make good successful inside the ring. That's I respect, and I like to watching Canelo because he's a very, very, very talented and very good fighter. They try to kill me. You know? Try to kill me. I say, Amanda, let me tell you something. I'm not,
Did he come in shape too?
You know-
Or was he out of shape?
crazy.
He was okay. It has been a pleasure for me, especially because I feel so honored to be introduced in the fighting community and to have Anderson not only respect me as a new member, but to also as a woman, and to be representing women along with all the incredible men here. Everybody here respects me like I'm part of the family. Anderson always learns as if he is just starting, which is so humbling. So it was amazing to see somebody like him to look up to me and listen to me and take all the instructions and just become better every day. So he inspires me every day.
So no lip from him, huh?
He struggles a little bit with eating.
Oh my
he needs
God.
to eat more.
I can't eat the same. I can't. You know, I like cheeseburger. I like everything bad. And when I go eat, no, this is not. I say, come on.
What's his goal? Do you want him to turn down a little, or?
I want him to get stronger. I think that what I've been noticing a lot in the community of fighters in general is that they don't have the mindset to understand that weightlifting and eating well is part of the protocol for them to get stronger. A punch with a strong arm and strong muscles, strong shoulders, biceps, triceps can be much more powerful than somebody who doesn't train weights. The eating habits as well, the sleeping habits, so that's something that I've been teaching him a lot. Food is fuel. Food is so important. And for him, who is constantly burning over 2,000, 3,000 calories, if he doesn't put that back, it's gonna break down. So he's learning, and I feel like the community is learning too. He's learning too.
I try.
I really want to focus that because I think that's something the community in general needs help with.
Anderson, question over here. How does this moment compare to when you were first in Pride or when you're in the first in the UFC? Do you have the same excitement or your first MMA fight maybe?
Yes. More than that, because why I believe it and I agree I make successful in the sport. Because every single camp training is new one for me. And I try to learn, I try to absorb everything. And this fight for me is, I'm so happy because for me is, wow, it's my first fight. It's my first fight. You know, I don't think about how much I make successful in MMA or Muay Thai and different sports. This is brand new one for me. And that's, I enjoy the moment and stay every single day happy and exciting.
In this boxing match, do you feel a little bit of the nerves, like when you?
Well, I feel nervous when I fight MMA. It's normal, you know, because you never go to dancing with your opponent. You go fight, you know. Your opponent come to punch you, you go punch your opponent, and, you know. And yeah, everybody come nervous.
I mean, what challenges do you think Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. presents to you?
Wow. It's a different level, you know. Chavez Jr., he have a lot of experience in boxing for many, many years. Fight for the different fighters and have a lot of experience. And that's the good challenge for us, for the whole team. And for me, it's good because I put in everything I train here, outside, inside the ring, for see how much I learn, how much I can do this more and more and more.
So it's a big challenge.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Sure.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like they say, styles make fights. And you have to adjust a fighter from one style to solely go to a completely, different style, in the sense that when you're used to using your legs, knees, elbows, your fists, and all of a sudden you're just stand up and using, your fists, it takes a little bit of adjustment, It's something as simple as going into a clinch, an MMA fighter, a Muay Thai fighter is used to getting into that clinch and getting ready to shoot that knee. So, I mean, just little things that are habits, that are good habits for an MMA fighter that don't necessarily apply or, obviously don't flow with boxing. So, I mean, and not to say that that's what's been going on here, but you asked in general, an MMA fighter transitioning to a boxing, you're just changing styles from, as far as the weapons that you have available to use, now you're limited. So it's getting them used to the right stances, getting small, using your shoulder to block, moving around, footwork. It's just a lot of different things that can
Also,
change.
one of our advantages, he's a great athlete. He's a great athlete, and he's willing to learn more. He's willing to learn, so it's easier for us coaches to continue teaching him things he's learning that he didn't know before. But in reality, he's a great athlete, so it makes it easier for all of us.
What do you think of those matchups, and what do you think of that matchup in particular, Mayweather versus Logan Paul?
Everything's new on right now, and the people like to watch it, like to see the YouTuber and the boxer guy, and that's the brand new one. Is the new.
It's a new thing right now.
Yeah, it's the new entertainment for the people,
What chances do you give Logan Paul, just from the outside looking in, against Floyd Mayweather?
Listen, when you go inside the cage or you go inside the ring, both guys have a chance. It's 50-50.
Anderson, what happens if Junior doesn't make weight? Because he's had trouble in the past. Like, have you thought about if some of that stuff would happen?
I listen a lot my team here, and every single day I feel in this team here one thing: don't think about nothing bad, and I believe in this fight is very special for people in Mexico. I'm very excited for do that, and I don't think about nothing bad. I think Chavez Jr. stay ready for the fight. I'm prepared and I'm still ready for this fight.
Anderson, my last question.
Last question.
All the fans who love you and support you, what do you tell them right now, at the eve of your fight?
Guys, I need to say thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me. I continue to do this because this is my ear. This is my life. I love fighting, and I'm so happy. And every single day I learn the different technique, and I try to do this for you guys, my fans. Everything is possible. Doesn't matter you fighter or not fighter. You have the different job. Do your best. Working hard and do your best and believe in yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anderson.
Thank you guys. Hold on. Good shot.